I'm Ari Lax, and I'm playing Heslip Dreamhalls. So, I killed them with False Cure. Find that one with Conflux. Playing that with Dreamhalls. It's kind of like Hive Mind, very similar shell. It's a mono blue deck, it's combo. It's based around Show and Tell, which is probably like third most broken card in the format. And your big guy is Progenitus, but then you want an instant win because a lot of the Show and Tell decks don't have that. Like the sneak attack deck doesn't have an instant win usually unless you have like a sneak attack and an Emrakul. So your instant win is Dreamhalls. So your Show and Tell Dreamhalls and you win by a Conflux chain. I was judging a GPT up in Michigan and two guys come in and they're like, hey, like one of them's known for playing Burn, the other one always plays Mud. And the one that like plays Burn just like showed up, he's like, here's my deck list for today. He's like, yeah, it's fun, we think it's good, we'll see. And Exos the Swiss, draws in, wins the event. Next day, two guys go to another GPT. Other one plays the deck. Exos the Swiss wins the event. I'm like, this is real. I played at an event. I play out every round. I don't draw. Refuse to draw. Win every round. Okay. I think this is the real deal. It is good against Blue-White Stoneblade. Very good. It's very good against Maverick, and it's as good as a deck is getting against Rug Delver, except for Maverick. Like a Maverick style deck's gonna beat Rug Delver, but like, you win a reasonable amount of the time. You just beat the decks that I expect to be winning at the end of the day, which is Maverick. Like, Maverick is a buy. Like, I was worried about it. I played a bunch of games earlier, and it was just like, yes, I played against probably the best Maverick player in the room who had one specific card in his deck that actually mattered every single time, and those were the only reasons I lost a game, was that card. He had Gaia's Cradle, and I let him do things in Race of Progenitus. Every game where I just made a Dreamhalls, he died on the spot. You have a Dreamhalls that's entered play by just tapping 5 mana for it or playing a Show and Tell and putting it in. Dreamhalls is, instead of paying the cost for a spell, you can discard a card from your hand that shares a color with it. Discard a card in your hand that shares a color with Conflux, which is, well, all cards with a color. I'm not going to talk about mana cost at this point because it's not real life. Conflux gets you a bunch of Progenitus, another Conflux, and a Force of Will. Discard Progenitus back to your deck because it shuffles in immediately because it replaces. Conflux again gets you the rest of the Progenitus, another Conflux, a Force of Will, and then one of the 2 endgame kill cards, which I'll talk about in a second. Conflux again, get the other one, Progenitus and Force of Will, and you go off with triple Force backup. The endgame is discard a Progenitus, False Cure. So until end of turn, whenever a player would gain life, they lose twice that much afterwards. And then you beacon them. They gain life equal to their life total. And, well, they die. The sideboard is 3 Dispel, which is like your sort of post-board catch-all, counters all the counter spells, interacts with combo decks. You have 4 Dredge Hate cards, basically. You have 3 Ravenous Traps. You only need 3 so you can Intuition for them when you want them. We thought about Leylines instead, but we have enough cantrips that if you just draw this later, it's better. There's a Surgical Extraction, better against Reanimator, and I can board it in Intuition Mirrors. 2 Gigadrowse, which is mainly for Rug. 2 more bounce spells, a Wipe Away and Echoing Truth. I honestly can't give a reason for there being a Wipe Away over a different bounce spell. The reason for no Chain of Vapor is that you have to get a Leyline of Sanctity off. You can Conflux for the bounce spell, but if it's a Chain of Vapor, they can bounce your Dreamhalls. And then the last cards are just Leyline of Sanctities. The important thing about all the sideboard cards is all of them are colored, and you can pitch all of them to Dreamhalls Conflux. The reasons for playing this deck: you're mono blue, so you never get wastelanded. And on the subject of wasteland, the reason to play is that Dreamhalls cost 5 instead of 6, which is a turn 4 kill without exposing 2 mana land to a wasteland beforehand, without needing a Show and Tell or anything. Progenitus is also one of your combo cards, so instead of having these dead Emrakuls in your deck, like Progenitus is just like in the slot of Pact of the Titan, and you just get more slots to play with things like Preordain. It's a very good metagame call. That's my big sort of endgame. That's why I'm playing it today instead of Dark Rituals.